So let's get into this. It is going to be Train. exceL will be starting off on that CT side. Prophecy, of course, on the T side. Why don't you break this one down for me, Snods?
So, 4 sets of Kevlar on the CT side. Jacob does the kit and smoke. Obviously, the kit smoke is so strong. Having those Glocks railing off shots into the smoke is very different from an AK spelling a smoke. Glock's obviously doing 11 damage. Usually, you just pick up your knife, you try knifing through the smoke. That's how lackluster that T-pistol really is. 2 sets of utility. Smokes onto Calais and Slap. Let's see though, Wendansky, if he can find the entry here, onto Arch.
Close angle, they peek together, but luckily enough he gets away. So even though there is no trade there, he gets information and can still stay alive into this. Aggressive drop straight away through Pop Dog though, and they are raring to go towards the A bomb site.
Lazarus Wild boosted onto the connector. Should be able to spot them if they do cross towards the site from Electric.
That's going to be
Jacob as well.
Over as well there from Calais.
Oh yeah. Smoke being thrown, and also Jacob rotating it behind the site towards help. But look at the bomb, it's towards B. Quicksip trying to sell a fake. Don't think he's done enough. Wendansky trying to hold the line, but the bomb has been crossed to the side. Actually gets dinged up as well, so won't be able to face and try to get these frags and not allow them to push.
He's keeping him busy though, stays alive for a very long time, even though they have secured the B-bomb site and got the bomb planted. Arch up close and personal though, reigns supreme with his Glock. It's a bit all over the place right now, and somehow they boil down to a 2 versus 2.
No Kevlar on the remaining 2 T players. Just a Molotov he can ricochet off of that door, land on the site. There's a kit on Jacob. They have time to play this one. Bait out the defuse, bait out that Molotov, and try win. Actually got the smoke that counters it.
This is huge. The smoke will disperse the Molotov. He can just stick it all out. They can't retake it efficiently, and they pick that one up.
Yep, completely forgot about the smoke grenade there. Molotov. Not really finding any success there. I like the game plan though, right? Yep. Typically, on your T-pistol, on any T round towards that B-bomb site, you want to push towards the deeper trains, get in towards connector, try and close the gap between the Glocks and the USPs. Obviously, the USPs have a big range advantage. If you are stuck towards that site, stuck towards ramp, stuck towards heaven, or upper, sorry, those USPs really are in favor. The eco hit there from Collar. Just spot someone going close towards Poplar. There'll be Luz with the MP9, trying to stack up as much cash as possible. Bomb going down for Prophecy. They are going to be full eco, and typically, sometimes you do see the AWP. We saw Thomas do it today. Stick on that USP versus the eco. Lazar, though, not opting to take that risk. We'll go for the MP9. Only $1,100 and $600 in the bank per kill. Talking about kills, though, Connor finds the first through the smoke towards Ivy. Might even find a second. I'll just
Nice early tag there on towards Lazar, obviously, as well. He's still just trying to do damage. He is just taking those pot shots, but can't quite finish him off. Arch up close to us with a P250. You thought potentially you would have found that, but they are just getting dispatched. Everyone is hitting the deck. It's all left on Calais. Only 2 players on that CT side have taken a bit of a hit, so they're a little bit squishy, but it's nowhere near going to be enough. They should take him down and swiftly move on to the first.
Yep, strong anti-eco here from Prophecy on the CT side. We saw the same affair there, right? They won the pistol on Mirage, and that was pretty much 50% of all the rounds they got on their CT half. See if they can change that now on the more CT side of the map. That is Train. Lazar, let's see if he buys the AWP. That'd be interesting to see. Obviously, to get a few frags there of the MP9, that's $600 in the bank for himself. Prophecy on your screens now as well. Currently 3-0. So yeah, Lazar buys the AWP. UMP kept from Wendansky. And Lazar's AWP will have no competition. 5 AKs, 5 rifles onto the T side, so he should be able to get aggressive here, abuse the long-range advantage, and understand that there's going to be no AWP on the opposing side. And try and get that first frag, the entry for his team.
Time in there, if that had been slightly different as well, Connor's nade could have been absolutely massive. Got a lot of shrapnel into those other players in Prophecy. He's going to play off the close angle as well, Snods, with the backup of Lazar.
So, smoke comes in. Connor's walking here. He's probably heard that crouch peek there. Obviously, here's the sprays. You might call that there's 2 players towards Ivy. Typically, you're expecting an A split at that point. You can see already 4 players here on the CT side. Wendansky playing close towards ramp. When you are playing solo B on your CT side, Train, you want to play close. You need to play for information. If he's playing far back, especially with this UMP, and they get the site, the retake can be so hard if the Ts get so pushed towards connector.
They are going to take the fight. Connor goes out, but he wasn't ready for the crossfire. Kolor will hit him in the side of the head and take him down. Lazar's forced to fall back as well and give away that extra map control, but he will go 1-1. Takes down Slap, gets them back into a more of a manageable situation, but Boaster is going to fall to Calais. Look how low Jacob is as well. He is playing from type Pop Dog, but Lazar's doing damage. He's somehow starting to pick off those frags. There's very Lazar kills.
Yep, finesse with the AWP. Wendansky as well, the UMP will find a frag. Arch is low HP, but obviously the AWP won't really make too much of a difference there. Arch trying to get an entry here onto this A side. Jacob is low. Lazar as well, and he will fall. Jacob and Wendansky versus Arch and Quicks. Arch low, Jacob low. Kit and Wendansky. Utility Low on both sides, just a smoke grenade here onto Arch. So bomb being planted, 15 seconds left. Look where the CTs are as well. They're so far away. Luckily for them, though, they do find the frag and they have a kit as well. Quicks and then 1 versus 2, trying to play aggressive here. Do they think it's A?
Seems like they haven't realized that it's not actually planted on bomb train yet, and it is towards B. So Quicks, he's gone up on the close angle by Connector. If he finds his frag towards Jacob that's 2 HP, with his pants down, now it's very easily winnable for him. He's trying to listen out, hear those footsteps. Wendansky is coming in from the rear. Wendansky's just going to try and hold it, but he's got to react fast. Sure, he has the kit, but he needs to tap it, yeah.
Let's see now. On the bomb, he will stick it. Quicks, he's going to go for the face.
Oh! No, doesn't peek it. He doesn't realize that Wendansky got behind. He gets it. Wendansky gets a headshot as well on towards Quicks. That's a huge round.
Yep. Wendansky there anticipates. Quicks to not face that. You saw what he did, right? Get close towards the ankle. He tried to show his shoulder. Try and bait out Wendansky to get off of that bomb and try and force or push him towards Connector instead, though. Wendansky knows still the experience paying off. He just sticks it. And in crunch time, he will take the frag as well. Quicks does fall. So 3-0. Strong start here for exceL on their CT side. 4 rifles now. AK picked up. Lazar finds a frag as well onto Slap. We're onto the quasi buy. The bomb was planted, but it's not the full buy here just yet. I believe they'll be able to buy up into the next round. So Prophecy here, try and find 2 to 3 frags. Try and dent that CT economy as much as possible during the early portions of this first half. Nevertheless, a 3-0 advantage for exceL already. And a 1-man lead into this round.
Jacob. Smoking back over, just going to try and keep him at bay right now as they do group up, seeming like ideally it's once again going to be either the fake towards A, then rotate back through, take control of B. They are actually smoking over through the skylights as well, so it could be the take towards A site with a split push from Kolor.
Bomb towards Electric. Let's see though. Where's that Calais now close towards the smoke. Boaster gets caught off guard, but Lazar does find the frag onto Quicks. Boaster goes down. If the bomb gets planted, that's extra utility into the next round, but nevertheless, the Lazar with the AWP whiffs the shot. Bomb shouldn't be planted though, so standard affair here for the CT side, but Jacob and Boaster both going down, which means 2 guns going to be needed to be dropped. Not the end of the world, of course, though. Rounds are important as they go to 4-0. Obviously, if the bomb did go down there, that could have been an AWP, that could have been extra utility. If you have the Molotovs, the flashbangs, you can go for the executes towards A, molly off towards default, molly off towards stop sign, smoke towards green train, towards Electric, towards the sandwich position as well. Try and get out of team main. They're trying to get picked by Lazar's AWP. Still though, round number 5. Prophecy need to be winning this one. They need rounds to the board ASAP. Let's see, Kolor finally has the AWP in hand, so he can finally challenge Lazar's AWP. 4 AKs on the AWP as a save for. It's now 3 though. Both have a nice frag onto Arch, puts us into once again a CT advantage. 1 minute 35 on the clock.
This is actually really big as well. Look how long they were delaying Kolor. He can go for any peeks. He's had to fall back now as well to do the flashbangs over and the smokes for his teammate. If they want to go for this A fake / commit, I mean, Slap as well. Entry frag back on towards Wendansky. It is a 4 versus 4, but the next frag is going to be so critical into deciding this round.
Yeah, both the low HP as well. Only 12. No Molotovs as well on that CT side. Jake and Connor completely skinned in terms of utility. Smoke comes in. Lazar there missing that crucial frag. It could have been a 1-man lead. Connor though finds an entry with his AWP. As we go into a 3 versus 3 Boaster. Perched on the high ground, does find the first spray. Doesn't land, and Calais will find that kill.
Awkward stuff there. Boaster needs to try and do just that tad bit more. Kolor has this angle completely on lockdown as well. Lazar cannot take the fight. As soon as he peeks, he will be dismatched. He realizes this, dismisses any chances around, and will back off. And they are going to lose their first round. They're going to let it slip away.
People always dig into Lazar and how he saves a lot. They always joke about it and whatnot, but the fact is really, it's so good for your CT economy. It seems like so many teams now, they don't understand when to force a 2 versus 3, force a 2 versus 4, and when to really give up and even out your numbers, or sorry, evaluate your numbers and chances of winning the round. Lazar here, cornered in with the flick, and unfortunately for him, tries to go for the save, but won't quite get that. Stick with the money now, as obviously we've seen some close rounds. Obviously the 1 versus 1 with Dansky means the money might be low for the CT side. Kolor, the closest person to your screen. Star player really for this Prophecy side. I believe it's like what, Quicks, Slap, and of course Kolor being your star players. Nevertheless though, with the eco, exceL winning 4 on the trot, but the fact is you don't win them cleanly. You lose multiple players, you lose 2 versus the ecos, you have that 1 versus 1 win, and your money doesn't build up, and you can see one of the issues and the faults of playing rather sloppily and undisciplined versus the ecos is the fact that later on, it will come back to haunt you.
It will, indeed, at this point as well. This should be the round in the bag very swiftly for Prophecy. Actually overwhelming Kolo, though. They've recovered the AWP. They can hold on to that. I mean, even if they just recover the AWP to give them some more money to play with into the later rounds, that could be very effective. But look at the bomb's placement as well, Snods.
Not the end of the world, though, of course. 1 minute 15 on the clock. They can still salvage that one. Jacob finds the frag onto Arch. Slap as well. Gets the frag onto Boaster. And those are the P250. When 2 or 3 versus 3, but no players on the CT side have Kevlar.
Jacob trying to do some damage, but the angle is going to be swiftly covered by Quicks. Going to juggle the weapons back as well so we can try and save it after the round to give back to Kolor. Lazar peeks out. Oh, you'd imagine he should have got the frag there, really.
Yeah, slap on 4 HP. The dink comes out. The second shot. The recoil.
Yeah.
Lifting the crosser just a little bit above the head. And of course, once Slap lands bullets on him without Kevlar, the aim punch comes through. That just allows him to spray him down, and Lazar can't find that kill. Would have been nice, of course. Would have made it 2 versus 2. Obviously, more money or more economical damage done to the T side, but nevertheless, we are into a 4 versus 2. Prophecy 2 rounds in a deficit now on their T side.
Quicks just staying over by A1 as well, so he can try and defend that AWP. He will now fully commit to it and just save the weapon and backtrack off.
Yeah. Not really too much to do here. They did go for the eco, so we'll be able to pipe into the next one. Wendansky really wants to save this AK. I don't know why he's got the P250. Oh, it's my goodness, it's Quicks. There we go. There's Wendansky towards CT spawn. Eyes betraying me there. So, round number 7. Ooh. Thankfully, they saved the rifle, right? Connor, 3,500. If Wendansky didn't save that AK, there would have been a UMP onto Connor. And actually still is. So, okay. So he's dropped an AWP over to Lazar. So Connor's taken the hit here. Could have had a full M4 buy. Instead, he sacrifices his own firepower and gives Lazar the AWP. He's top fragging currently for the CT side. Collar, though, fast. And you can see the problem. Lazar had to pick up the gun. It was dropped to him. Had to pick it up. Was slow towards connector. And Collar almost caught him off guard there. Luckily, though, he made it through.
Wendansky here towards the B-bomb site, trying to play around JKM as the push is coming in. Doesn't hear him drop, it seems. Quick's able to get the better of him as he takes him down. A 4 versus 3 already into the round. This is very, very fast. Kolor just hold him behind as well. If they do backtrack through for T-spawn, he can take him down. But I imagine there's got to be a call to save at this point.
Yep. We saw it a lot on Mirage. Even if the numbers were fairly close, 4 versus 3, you can win those, obviously. I'd always take the safer option to save. They are currently 2 rounds in the lead, but after this one, it'd be 1. They have the advantage. If they lose this, they throw away all those guns. Things could get out of hand for the Prophecy T side. exceL, though, we've seen the buy rounds now. Obviously, they're 1 eco, so we'll take 1 off of that. But it's 2 rounds for Prophecy and 2 rounds for exceL on these buy rounds past the pistol. Once again, the consistency lending itself potentially to Prophecy.
They are going to slip through. Lazar this time actually is able to clutch onto his AWP and drag it with him into the following round. And it's vital as well, because the thing is, they're starting to let it slip. exceL needs to get as many rounds as possible on this CT side. This is where they really need to come in strong. And Lazar's AWP is that critical factor.
I mean, Thorin said it best on the desk as well. He said you need CT rounds to buffer your T side, right? To make it easier. Don't have to stress as much once you do swap sides. Obviously, you don't want to be a scenario where you have to win the pistol. If you lose that pistol, you're near as well. Done. Anyway, though, 1 round separating these 2 teams. Kind of finds the first frag there onto both. The smoke comes in towards PopDog. Are they going to go through it, though? It's a failed Molotov as well. Jacob's smoke extinguishes the Molotov there. Getting close now with the UMP. If he peeks here, if he gets a flashbang as well, potentially from Connor. Gets flashed in towards PopDog. But it's Arch above Pop. Might be able to catch Jacob off guard here and make this a 5 versus 3 potentially. Bomb towards team main. Slow DFI here from the T's. Methodical play once again from Prophecy. But Jacob there goes for the push, trying to equalize the numbers. Fair play. You've seen nothing towards that. You need information.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, potentially throws the round's near enough done, he did try and give his team the best chance of taking it.
That is unfortunate for them. Obviously now left in this one. Connor just going to try and play close to the smoke. Is he actually going to? No, just going to play with a close angle, see if anyone is going to push through, try and take down Slap if he can. But once again, it's more of a case of just holding on to these weapons. They do actually pick off Quicks, though. A retake could be possible if they get another frag on the board here. Utility is all in the hands of Lazar, though.
Surely this can't be another safer from the CT side. So scared to try and take the chance, and Arch from the rear will find the frag and turn this into a 4 versus 2. It just seems like exceL, as soon as there's a chance they can lose the round, they just save. Just like that. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Constant occurrences of 4 versus 3s where they play so passive. It's almost like the players on the CT side are looking to save. They all play so passive, it's like they're trying to find a reason to not go for it.
It is odd. Even when they start to get themselves back into the round, they just look very, very timid.
Static. They don't move.
Yeah. It's unlike the exceL we saw on Mirage, to be honest with you. It's... I don't know. It just looks like...
Yeah, I mean, at least then they were going for the push towards Palace. Lazar, they're pushing from B short, trying to find the first frag, but very passive setup here from the CT side, not really going in their favor. So, 4-4, round number 9. Lazar does save the AWP. Has armor, full utility, kit as well. Connor, they have Kevlar and a smoke grenade. Prophecy. Let's see now. 3 players heading potentially towards Lazar's AWP. If you can find the frag here, try and salvage a gun for his teammate. There could be a chance into this one, but luckily for them, though, they are heading towards A site. They dodge the AWP of Lazar.
Quicks kicks it off as he finds the headshot on towards Jacob. Both are trying to play in the close and personal angles, trying to work around his 5-7, but he can't quite get anything going. Connor gets shut down as well. And once again, it's left in the hands of Lazar and Windansky, the last 2 members alive. Lazar just needs to save. That's the critical factor every time. He has to back off, hold onto the weapon, as they can't do anything.
Such a difficult scenario as well. We saw Mirage would go towards B, Teaser go towards A.
Yeah.
Be left to save. Early portion of this game, though, you know, the first 2 rounds they won on the buy rounds, it was Luz that found the impact, right? Those frags towards A main, those frags towards Pop Dog when he was playing towards Ali and Ivy. But now he's been going towards B. All he's really able to get is exit frags here.
It seems like it's boiled down to the point where Lazar doesn't even want to try and go for those more risky openers that they need to play off.
Well, he has really. I mean, the last round there, he went for the opener towards B. So he did try and get the first pick. The problem was, when you have the spawn, doesn't always mean you should go for that peak.
Yeah, it is true. Now, finally, Prophecy have taken the advantage as well. 5-4, they are in the driving seat. Oh, the double up setup coming out nuts.
Ooh, let's see. Jacob and Lazar now. Let's see. They're going to go 1 up towards B, 1 up towards A, or they're going to go for the double up towards the A side. Let's see. Jacob opening towards Connector behind Gold Train, now jumping to Ivy. Sorry, Oil Train, which means keeping with that passive setup, and then Lazar opening towards Green Train. I like this. Good setup here. Could be a good read. Prophecy not really going for the executes. They're not playing execute heavy. That does tend to be more of an opening ground, right? Only real issue for them could be flashbangs or trade frags. But as long as the AWPs play smart, get a kill, fall back, get a kill, fall back, play smart. Don't overface and reface and give away your life unnecessarily.
Very same old right now from Prophecy. Slow default, split and pick. Just try and wait for exceL to make the first move and counter from the back of that.
2 players here from exceL on that B side. Jacob and Windansky. Old school friends. I mean, these guys have been on teams for years, surely. Nevertheless, though, will be another slow round here. Quick's trying to show presence towards Pop Dog, trying to mimic potentially an A-take. You've got Slap as well, 2 flashbangs towards Ali. He might be able to try and sell a fake here, try and see if he can cause Jacob to rotate towards Connector, towards CT, and I believe they're doing that. He's close towards Connector now. Oh, Slap didn't find that frag, though. If he found the kill onto Connor, we could have been seeing an over-rotation, but Windansky gets 2 frags.
Oh, Windansky in the elevated angle, the eye in the sky, rattling off bullets from above. Jacob as well, the headshot back on towards Quicks, and they do swiftly equalize. They're not going to let Prophecy expand on that early advantage.
5-5 now. Reset potential for the CT side now. Prophecy know if they win this round, break the money of the CTs, they can really build the momentum and get a strong lead into this first half on their unfavored T side. Can we see the money real quick, please, Keita? So on the CT side, yeah, it's 1,700. You're going to have, only person who's going to be able to bypass this one will be potentially Lazar, and both could get UMP and utility. So this is a very big round right now for exceL to win. They lose this, force into the force buy, could be seeing 7-5. Eco, 8-5. Prophecy could be winning the half just based off of this one round. Lazar now holding towards Pop from, believe that's site, yeah. Bomb train, nice little angle here. If Prophecy flash there before they exit, Pop Dog might be able to avoid sudden death from Lazar's AWP.
Angle is being covered. Just a matter of time before they try and go for their play. Leaving the bomb behind the T-spawn as well, so they can quickly backtrack if they need to. Boaster aiding his teammate here as well over towards Ivy. A lot of noise has been made there. You can see the Seed of Doubt plant in their minds as well. He can rotate back off now, grab the bomb, and they can set themselves up for this correct take towards a bomb site. Boaster still paranoid about them coming from Ivy. Lazar, though, seems like they're actually just going to drive phase it, so he gets the first frag for free. Information there as well, but Kali trades back, takes down Connor, and Lazar could actually be taken down if they go on top of Red Train here, Snuds.
Towards that default site. Has the AWP in the close range angle. Boaster there will actually get no scope there by Kali. Lazar falls as well from Arch. 3 versus 2 now. Surely they can't go for the save. They're not going to. 2 versus 2 as bomb is planted. Kits, no smoke, no Molotov, just a flashbang there onto Verdansk and HE. Goes for the long rotation. I believe they've heard that as well. Slap is towards Red Train. He may have heard the flank coming. You can see Collar as well. Perched to scope there towards team main. They know exactly where they're coming from, Jack.
All they've got to do is just watch these angles as well. 2 angles to cover, 2 Ts left alive. Jacob trying to bait him out, but he baits them in, but at the wrong time. Windansky wasn't in position, so Kali can strike as well, as of course he's just hunkered down watching the angle. And that's such a shame.
Lazar's shaking his head that he knows exactly what happened. Elephant footing through the white halls there. Collar hears it. Purchases scope nicely for team main. And the round is near enough done. Jacob tries to go for the shot towards Connect as well, trying to bait out some attention. Trying to make maybe force Collar to unscope, and that might be the window there for Windansky to come with the flank, but nevertheless, there will be the reset there for exceL. And actually, they're going to force up into this one. I like this. You know, they could have forced 1 or 2 rifles potentially. They're going to go for the full save. This means another round where they're going to be able to build money. You can see the Mac 10 on Quicks. He knows that this is the round where they build up the bank and they can continuously buy for the rest of this first half.
Not like this as well. Charges in deep through A2, gets 2 shots off with the Mac 10. That extra cash roll coming into his back pocket, and it is just Jacob as the last man left standing. Miles out of position as well. He has got a deagle. Potentially, he can find 1 kill, maybe scavenge a weapon, but it's all ifs and buts at this point, Snuds.
Can you bring that scoreboard back up again for me, Keita? So look at this, right? Look at the momentum as soon as we hit the buy rounds. 5 in a row for Prophecy. They lose 1 in that close affair, and then suddenly they get reset, and they're going to win a second one here as well. 7-5. Prophecy 1 off winning the half on the T side.
Look at the amount of bomb plants as well. Even in rounds they did actually lose. Yeah, 3 bomb plants, and then we see the 3 actually in their T side as well.
Imagine as well if Quicks had peaked when Verdansk's in that 1 versus 1.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this could have been a 9-3 scoreline right now in favor of Prophecy on their T side. Nevertheless, though, round number 13. AWP onto Lazar. CZ on Connor. He's really been taking the hit, and he's one of the star players. I mean, I believe it's like Lazar, Connor as your star players, but Connor constantly taking the hit in terms of firepower on these buy rounds. Connor trying to get a bit aggressive here, has the confidence, trying to find that opening frag for the T side. Once again, that's going to be Jacob and Verdansk towards his B side. Jacob, the IGL and captain, being the rotate player. Usually it is the AWPer, but nowadays you are seeing the IGL take that role, able to position himself potentially better than the AWPer on the team. Still, though, firepower, utility as well. Look at the nades on exceL. 3 smokes, couple of flashbangs, no mollies. 1 kit on Connor. I mean, where's Connor playing? He's playing towards alley. They go towards B. If Connor dies towards alley or green train and the kit isn't salvageable, this could easily be a very dominating half here from Prophecy on the second map.
Bomb left out right now, over towards A. They can just play from T spawn. Quicks and Co making a little bit of noise towards B. There are 2 players close by. I mean, Windansky and Jacob have looked good on their defense towards B, but it's not been that consistent.
It definitely hasn't been. Seeing our bomb. Arch, Quicks. Collar as well towards his B side. Who's number 9? Is Kali trying to sell a fake towards it, and actually might be able to get the backstab. Burst the finds that frag towards Connected. Jacob doesn't quite get a frag there. The pistol for Collar finds that frag, and already they have the B site. Smoke, Molotov comes off towards Connector. Both seems to find a frag hit quick, otherwise this could be 8-5.
Trying to fight through the fire and flames. We'll get an awful lot of tags out, but no frags going his way just yet. Lazar, luckily enough, trades back on towards Quicks, leaves him in a 2 versus 2. They have the health advantage. They just need to play together. There is the Molotov on Kolor, but he's trapped down on the site. He's not in a prime time angle, and he dies. This is a huge play now. Left in a 2 versus 1 against Slap. No Molotov. He just has to play off audio cues, try and peek at the right time when they're on the defuse. Lazar just needed to cover Connor, but Connor comes off the bomb, rattles off the shots, takes him down, gives exceL another round, another fighting chance, and saves
That's a 3K with a CZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before. He is one of the star players. You're taking away firepower from Connor. I mean, come on, Jacob, potentially Windansky, so he's a support player now. Someone take the hit for Connor. He's 10-8. I mean, it's Lazar really firing on the cylinders at 16 frags and 8 deaths. Connor and Lazar leading the charge in terms of frags on the board. 6-7. 6 rounds simply isn't enough. This needs to be an 8-7.5. They need to win that second pistol as well. For a chance to even win this for a chance to even go 1-1, Jack, they need to win 4 pistols.
Absolutely insane stuff right now. Great opener as well, though, for exceL. They do take down koLor, and that is a huge impact frag to come in early into the round.
It is indeed. Kala playing rather passive towards team main. Cole obviously went aggressive. Lazar found that frag onto him. Jacob now once again pushing with this UMP. Does find the frag this time. Second time lucky has some information. 2-man advantage as well. This should be 7-7. Unless something crazy happens. No AWP into play now. Slap, Arch and Quicks.
Easy pickings right now as Connor is able to find the kill back on towards Slap as well. Goes for the contact play through the smoke, but he had the drop on him. There's always that potential for him to go for this double AWP setup as well if they win this round, because Jacob's still sitting by the dropped AWP of koLor. Lazar will pick off Quicks very swiftly. They're trying to rattle back. No reason for Lazar really to peek into this one now as Arch is so low. They know he's coming towards this B site.
What's important as well is the money is low for the CT side. Each frag Arch finds, look at that, 0 to 1,200. So they're gonna get they're gonna get the 3,000. They can be dropped, but Arch could potentially do some economical damage. Try and force him onto a UMP into the final round, but I believe he'll need 2 or 3 kills, and he won't ever get 1 as we go to 7-7. Nevertheless, though, you can't really be too disheartened if you are Prophecy right now. 7 rounds on your T side after losing the pistol. So far, so good for them. The pressure's really on exceL. They need to get this 8th round. They need to win the pistol, 11-7. On that T side, have the big buffer, allow themselves to make mistakes on that T side. Then they're in a real chance to Prophecy take this one, and it goes 11-7 in their favor on the CT side. The way koLor's been playing as well with the AWP, you really have to be favoring Prophecy into this one.
That's the thing. That CT side AWP on koLor is going to be absolutely insane. Connor kicks it off, though, as he takes down Cali into the round. Boaster so blind, he can't really actually aid his teammates. Jacob here trying to work with Connor. Connor will eventually fall, but Jacob's able to get the swift trade back as they go blow for blow. Boaster finally comes into the fold as well, as he will nick the head clean off of Arch. And it's just on Quicks. He's trying to get in that backline, play through A1, just do something here, Snuds.
Has no head armor as well. 1 headshot from the M4s from the CT side will take him down. Actually, it's a headshot from an AK, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. 8-7, that's a much needed 8th round there. exceL barely winning that CT side.
Now then, going into the second half, we've touched on it, we sort of foreshadowed it a little bit, but the idea is with koLor, it's scary. That AWP, that can come out very swiftly. If they get the opening pistol, we're looking at the AWP coming into play straight away.
That's the thing, right? The opening pistol is so important because exceL have won 3 out of 3 pistols so far.
Yeah.
And they still lost that last map, 16-13. They said they had anti-stratted Prophecy on train, but what did they really show on their CT side? They showed timid plays, some scared plays. Lazar, obviously, 16, 17 kills in 1 half. That's good, but how many of those are impactful considering that 7 rounds there on the CT side of Prophecy? But then again, yeah, he was hitting nice shots. He was playing very well. Boaster, Jacob having rather quiet games. I mean, Jacob as well going for some CT aggression with the UMPs, with the lack of firepower, tends to either steal the round in his favor or steal the round in the enemy's favor, right? He's pushing in a 5 versus 4, and if he dies, it makes it to a 5 versus 3. The round's near enough done.
Yeah, it was very odd. I mean, coming into this straight away off the back of the pistol round, as you're saying, exceL need to lock it down, need to give himself a big fighting chance. Heavy investment in utility here as well.
So, 3 sets of Kevlar on this T side. Jacob there, the smoke. Molly, that might be mirroring the strat we saw from Prophecy. Let's see what read they have. Did they anticipate it to be a 4-man stack towards this A site? Bomb going fast through Pop Dog. Quicks towards that site. Should be able to find frags here.
Eternally blind on the site as constant flashbangs do daze him. They go for the straight commit on the plant as well. Actually come off it as they realize he is just on top of bomb train. They're finding the headshots. They're going blow for blow right now as they get themselves in a 3 versus 3 corner. Kicks it off with a bang from Bloyant. Stuff coming out as he starts to do a little bit of work. Picks off 2 of them, leaves it in the hands of Slap, who's forced to fall back, trying to make that noise though.
What can he really do? They know exactly where he is towards Pop Dog. Bomb is drop there towards Electric. Does have sight of if he peeks. Spots out Windansky. Goes for the face. They know exactly where he is, though. Jacob and Windansky both have no armor, so if he goes for the body shots and the tags, there's a chance here.
It is possible. Spots out Windansky's aware of both players' locations. He just needs to try and play his cards right here. Spots out the bomb as well now as he floods his way towards the site. Grabs the kit in the walk and lands a sick headshot on towards Jacob. Brutality as he lands it. Gonna go for the straight commit as well. Windansky tiptoeing over. He comes off, tries to fire back, struggling, but finds it. Prophecy gonna be able to get that round of the bag. Huge round from Slap there. That's clutch play, as good as it gets.
Look at the relief on his face. Wins a crazy 1 versus 2. A ridiculous flick there, finding that initial frag in the clutch. Pistols finally going 1-to-1. This is where you usually do see a fair game. exceL, almost stat padding in terms of rounds because they've won 3 out of 4 pistols here. In fact, it's been a far more one-sided affair for Prophecy. As Slap went for the stick, tried to do Windansky, but the fact he had no armor as well, the body shots came in, eventually landed the headshot, and we do see an 8-8 scoreline. exceL, they did get the bomb down, so they're going for the full eco here. 3 smoke grenades, could be an execute towards A if they get another bomb plant as well. Extra utility, potentially an AWP as well onto Lazar. He's only got that PT50, but he might have to go for an AWP, no Kevlar into this next round. And the question is, what's the game plan here for exceL on the T side? Are they going to play off Lazar's AWP, try and find frags? Are they going to play execute heavy? Are they going to play map control heavy? Take control of Pop Dog, take control of Ali, take control of A main or just hold on to it. Take control of B halls, have control of the map, split towards A, execute towards B, or are they just going to try and rely off the individual skill of players like Connor, players like Lazar?
Smoke going to go over from JKM there. Block off that line of sight over towards Bomb Train. See if they can slip their way in. They do charge out early. Quicks, though, playing on Bomb Train once again. Just able to find easy frags. Getting those UMP kills. Gets the third as well towards Jacob. So much cash there.
9-8. Very clean run there from the CT side. 5 players staying alive, which means no one needing to be dropped. No one needs to rebuy. Just a bit of utility, that's all. So Scout kept for Collar as well. No AWP for him. And we see a double eco. So that can really answer my question, right? I said, how important is the AWP for Lazar on the T-side train? They could have full bought into this, well, not full bought, gone for AK, Kevlar, smoke, double flash, smoke Molotov, whatnot. They've gone for the double safe here, relying on the impact that Lazar's AWP should be delivering into these T rounds. But this is another round where Prophecy can gain so much money on their CT side. So valuable to have a big bank there. 10-8 should be the scoreline here. Double digits already for Prophecy. And exceL, they put so much pressure onto Lazar, so much pressure on that AWP, and so much pressure onto this next buy round.
The T's right now. Just creeping themselves up, trying to go for the slow play. No one actually can take drop down control, Pop Dog control here, but Boaster is just watching in case the flank comes in. Quick's just playing off the back of time, and if he hears him go for that all-out push, trying to get the opening frag, but the Goose has been given away.
He has indeed. Does he know this eco just yet? I don't think he spotted out the gun there. Prophecy still playing like they're playing versus the full buy. Expecting an AWP here. Expecting AKs. Instead, though, luckily for them, it's just Tech 9s. Light utility. Probably going to be the execute here towards A. You can see as well, those smokes from spawn. That's going to be a smoke towards electric, smoke towards connector. Smoke off the site, go for the plant, get an extra $800, and have a full big buy into this next buy round.
Smoke's coming in. That slower style of CS once again going to end in the fast burst towards the A bomb site. Quicks, is he going to repeat history as per usual and just find a ridiculous buffet of frags towards the A bomb site? Of course he can, through the smokes as well. He is dispatching everyone that comes his way. Lazar will find one frag, but that's going to be short-lived to get shut down. Quicks, so much money off the back of this UMP. It's been a huge investment for him.
Yep, into both rounds as well, finding multiple frags. Collar does full, which means we should be seeing him buy up the AWP into this next round, round number 19. 10-8 in favor of Prophecy. The money as well, 3, and the money isn't doing as well as I thought. They have 7,000 onto Quicks. They will be saving over these SMGs and the FAMASs. If they win this round, you're going to see 10,000 on a few players on that CT side, and at that point, the money is going to be so strong they can continuously buy. They can apply so much pressure to that T economy, to the terrorists on that T side. Lazar's AWP, the aforementioned AWP that they saved for. On the flip side, it's going to be Collar getting aggressive. Actually finds the AWP on Lazar. The double eco now nearly worthless as the AWP is out of the hands of the primary AWPer for this T side.
Yeah, No trade potential at all there. I mean, Windansky couldn't really peek. He might have been able to run the risk, but it just wasn't worth it. Boaster can scavenge the AWP at least, but it's not really what you want in this situation.
Yeah, in an ideal world, it'd go straight back to Jacob. Obviously, the secondary AWP for this T side. Slap was tagged up a little bit. Smoke's coming towards B, but it's just a fake. Quicks as well towards Pop. If he gets his frag here onto Jacob, turns into a 5 versus 3. Prophecy should be able to win this round carrying forward this SMG, so the money will be massive. So much pressure right now onto exceL into this round. This is a key one. They lose this onto the quasi-buy. Then from there, potentially an eco. Connor finds a frag towards B, gets the entry, but goes for the flashbang, has his knife out. Shows his arse there towards the CT side, towards connector. And actually, Arch there will find that frag after tagging Connor up. And we do see a 2-man advantage already for the CT side. 30 seconds left. The bomb is planted, a little bit of cash. But let's see what they can do. I can hear them shouting across the room.
Boaster trying to bait them in with a bomb plant. They're not going to push through their own smoke though, but is he aware of Kolor getting a little bit aggressive? Has he got the strength to go for the face? Did have the confidence, plays through it. It's all on Windansky now, AWP in his hands. Windansky, unfortunately, far too many angles to focus on and not enough pairs of eyes. He will be punished by Cali. And exceL come back in. Sorry, Prophecy.
exceL, that's the first game, mate. Yeah. On the ball. No. Nevertheless, right, obviously you bring forward the UMP, Quicks as well. Being able to drop that UMP over, picks up an M4. You're saving rifles, you're salvaging rifles, you're keeping the low economy buy, and it's been successful, which means the money is going to be so strong for a Prophecy. exceL are going to need, what, 2 to 3 rounds? And the problem is, they're winning rounds, but they're going to be playing versus 4 buys each and every time, which means we should be seeing 2 versus 2s, 2 versus 1s, which again means exceL are going to be potentially prone to being reset if they do win the next buy round. Connor, though, into the present. Finds that frag onto Connor. As we see a 1-man advantage, 1 minute 35 on the clock as well. Quasi-buy here. Again, Tech 9, smoke grenades. Jake as well, near enough to death there. Let's call up with that shot barely.
Tees already getting their hands forced into the play into this round as they can't really go for what they wanted to. No aggressive style of CS coming out with these Tech 9s. They want to just go for that more run and gun style burst play. They do have the smokes, but most likely once again we see the split push towards A.
Yep.
And what have we seen every time?
What's going to happen? They're going to get the bomb down, that's about it. You need rounds at this point. Round 20. You're into the latter portion of the game. Of this second half, you need rounds on the board. You need 10, 11, 12 and whatnot. Instead, there's going to be Prophecy potentially gets to 12. Bomb is planted, 3 versus 5. Who knows, there could be a chance.
So awkward right now. A flurry of bullets coming out from every side. Everyone just shooting which way. And Quicks will take down the last training member. Windansky hits the deck, and that's all they're going to get.
No wind in the sails of exceL. 8 to 12. They get the bomb down once again, though. See 15,000 in the bank of Quicks. 5 players staying alive. They can nearly buy for the remainder of this game. exceL need to win multiple full buy rounds. They've been struggling already.
Yeah.
They need to grit their teeth. 5 AKs. Oh, sorry. 4 AKs. AWP onto Lazar. We saw exceL go for the double save just to bring out this AWP. We saw no effect from it. Nullified by the AWP Collar, winning that AWP duel. Now let's see what they can do. Round 21, 12 to 8. 4-round deficit here for exceL. They need to claw this one back fast. Collar, though, with the AWP, going to peek out towards potentially. Does a scope, and he does just that. Smug face there onto Lazar as he finally wins the AWP duel. The game of chess. Who peeks into who?
Big round from Lazar. We need to see more of that coming out as well. He needs to start getting some energy back into him. He needs to act more lively into these rounds. But exceL not going to try and throw away the early lead they have taken. Slow it down a little bit. Play with the tempo, Snods.
5 versus 4. exceL finally have the advantage for themselves. They can't surely throw this one away. If they do, that could be all she wrote for exceL this week, potentially going 0 to 2. Strong utility still. 1 minute left on the clock. They can go for executes. They've got Molotovs. He's looking at the bombers going towards B. Good read here from Prophecy. You can see how pushed up Quicks is. He has information. There's no one towards Ali. Sorry, no one towards T main. He's called the stack here towards B. Arch and Slap. We saw some strong plays for them on the previous map. Can they carry forward now onto the potential execute here from exceL? Good smoke. 30 seconds left. The smoke is huge.
This could be unreal. Slap playing up close and personal as well. Going to play around the smoke. This is going to be so fantastic. Connects the headshot on towards Connor. Takes him down. Arch comes into effect as well. He's in the backline. Quicks! The main man will punish Windansky, but Jacob connects the headshot, leaving them in a 2 versus 3. They have a quick rotate towards A. The path is clear, Snods. The welcome mat is down, and they have got muddy shoes. They're wiping all over it.
Kits though on the CT side. Lack of utility as well. This frag there for huge burst of force from Calais. Jacob towards default now, trying to find a frag here. Turn this into a 1 versus 2 where it's potentially winnable. Bring around the roses though. Slap finds that kill. 13-8. You had the man advantage. You had the advantage. You throw it away carelessly. You allow Quicks to stomp in from behind. How does no one hear him?
Yeah.
How was he able to find a frag there? If they get the kill onto Quicks, that's a 3 versus 3. That's definitely winnable. You would have had Lazar's op still in play. I believe it was Laz that fell there. Well, not fell, but died there from the flank from Quicks. I mean, imagine if you had the op that holding that CT old bomb position. Color definitely would have been able to find that frag onto Boaster. Could have easily been seeing 9 to 12. A potential for exceL. Instead, they're forced onto a tactical pause. Lazar, head in his hands. Trying to work out what on earth he can do, trying to give suggestions, but what can you really do, right? The skill is so high on this Prophecy lineup. They're very good at playing loose. They're very good in the mid-rounds as well. They have good communications. They play good after plants. Sorry, good retakes. Very difficult for themselves here.
Yeah, not the best situation to be in. I mean, in terms of cash to play with as well, it's you know, it's manageable with this final one. They can get the AWP out if they want. They are actually going to go for the AWP buy as well, get that over towards Lazar. But the thing is, we need to see him actually get that confidence behind him, right? Yeah,
I mean, look at the kills as well. Boaster 6 to 16, Jacob 9 to 19, Windansky 7 to 15, Connor 17 to 17. So only players going positive or neutral is Connor and Lazar, the stars of this exceL side. The other players here, the support players potentially, and the Argentine captain Jacob, they need to step up and match the firepower that's being led by the primary op for this exceL side. The flip side though, Quicks there 24 to 13. Cali as well, 17 to 11. You can see as well the KDs are much better for Prophecy, as obviously they are in the lead. You would expect exceL to have better KDs, especially because of the fact they went for so many save rounds. Yeah. Nevertheless, the colleague getting aggressive doesn't quite find that frag. Goes to the reface as well. Misses the shots. Jacob tries to bait out another one. Molly comes in. They have control of B. They can rotate off Slap now towards A. Kola can hold this one in his own. 4 players towards this A site. Good information gathered and good map control here taken by the CTs.
This is good as well. They get a lot of information off the back of that early. But look at these crossfires. Look how much confidence Prophecy have in relying on their teammates to get those efficient trades. Nuts.
Bomb towards T-spawn. 1 minute 10 on the clock, 5 versus 5. Not really much happening here. As I say that though, Connor, one of the only 2 players really delivering right now for the T side, taken out of the server by Collar's AWP towards Ivy. It's another big frag found here by him. Actually, no, it's towards B, my bad. I just saw the AWP. Thought it was Collar. Double up setup for the CT side. Might actually catch exceL off guard here. Question is, though, Boaster having a bit of a mare here. He's going to peek into the AWP, potentially. Oh, there's Kelly. A little bit tilted after Lazar does take him down, but goes 1 for 1. Jacob might be able to sell a fake here. What nades has he got? Just a smoke grenade in itchy. Smokes down towards level. The bomb is going through Whitehorse towards A. They're trying to force a 2-2 setup here from the CT side. 2 towards A, 2 towards B. But Quickster doesn't move and actually gets the frag there. Doesn't quite get the second, though.
Ridiculous stuff. Quick's even getting 1 frag on towards Boast. You can see got all that audio information as well. Golly in the backline. What? Somehow gets away with that kill. Lazar eventually trades it back. Windansky comes into effect as well, but they've got 10 seconds, Snods, in the 1 versus 1. He can't grab the bomb as well. It's quite far away. There's no reason for Arch to peek. They win this. Prophecy, get another round. He could kill him after time as well.
Surely Windansky knew it was towards Connector.
Was there no call?
Sloppy plays there. Poor plays there from exceL. Somehow, someway, Cali managing to get that 1 versus 2. 14 to 8. exceL looking lifeless into the second half. And he really, well, they haven't had a single round on their T side.
Yeah. So awkward. Look at the cash as well.
Can we see the scoreboard, please, Keita, real quick? Yeah, look at that. Wow. What's that? 7 in a row right now on the CT side. Prophecy having it on lockdown. The AWP from Collar being so impactful. Quicks as well on the rifle play. So aggressive. Gets so many important and impactful frags. Doesn't allow exceL on the fire round to even get the bomb down. Cali there from top of green train. Connor manages to whiff that one. Gets himself a frag. Arch as well. Catches Boaster running through his own Molotov.
Very questionable plays coming out right now. A little bit more aggression on display from exceL as they do want to try and dispatch the opposition. Jacob will take the head, clean off one man. Kola also falls to the AWP of Lazar, left in a 2 versus 2. And they're backing off. They are going to backtrack through. They play around the clock. They know they've got 1 minute 10 still to work with here. Why not play to their favor?
Kits, full utility on the Prophecy side. They're going to be marching towards Ivy, changing up their style or their idea of attack. Arch rotating in towards the back lines of B. Slap still towards Popdog, as to anticipate that they are going white holes towards B. You can see wary that they're going to come behind him. Instead, though, good play here. Once again, it's Jacob and Lazar, the dynamic duo. Left alive to try and clutch this one for the side. It was a 3 versus 2 in favor of Prophecy. Can they get themselves another 2 versus 3 on the board? We saw multiple of Mirage. But is it consistent, right? Is it doable again? That's the question here. exceL, if they win this round here and get reset, that could spell the end. Nevertheless, they left. What on earth? I think the nerves are showing. As Lazar just shoots Jacob right in the back.
That could have been a lot worse than it was as well. It's so lucky he didn't actually take him down, just nicks him a little bit. The peaks come through, does punish Arch, but it's all left on Slap, the man that has been living up to his name and absolutely whooping the opposition. Let's see what he can do, though. Caught off guard, confused by the location of Jacob. Even though that round could have been very awkward, they do pull it out. Lazar, you can see frustration all over him.
Yep. Nerves slowly surfacing here. 9-14, round 24. 2 players staying alive for the T side. That money won't be too strong. Prophecy, if they reset them here, that should be it. They're going to be on match point. exceL will need 6. They're going to have no money as well. Broke. We've seen how poor their Tech9 executes have been towards this A site. Trying to get the bomb down, but the afterplants have been so weak. Nevertheless, though, a very good 2 versus 3 there from, once again, Jacob and Lazar. So, 5 versus 5. 1 AWP this time onto Colo. No AWP there for Calais towards Green Train. We saw some big success there from him. Lazar trying to counter that AWP there from Calais. We saw him peeking towards Ivy constantly, but this time instead, he's going to be on that M4. He's been playing far more passive. Colo holding towards a main. Quick's pushed up as well. Good, strong setup here from Prophecy on their CT side. Colo as well can hold towards Popdog. Have an aggressive angle. Could smoke off towards team main, but might want to save this one just for a little bit longer. Oh, so this smoke here, right? He smokes the front of team main. To try and fool the T's to think that there's no one in team main. Will it pay off though? Will Quicks be able to catch Boast off guard here?
Boast up. Seeming like he's aware of the possible shenanigans that could be afoot as he just holds the angle, hoping someone is going to play around the smoke, but is slowly edging ever closer. That's the bomb as well. So if Boaster goes down here, Snods, it's so massive.
It is indeed. Quicks playing that close angle once again. Going to be falling back though. Going to be going for the execute. Quick should be able to hear most of it, though. That's the problem. He peeks out, gets one frag, goes for the second spray, but doesn't quite get it. When Dynasty gets a fast reply frag there, but does get tagged up a little bit. He spotted bomb. He spotted them lining up their smokes. They're forced to go towards A. The CTs know exactly what's going on, but for some reason, Arch thinks differently and he's rotated towards B. Collar there whiffs a shot, and Jacob finds that frag.
Collar going down is actually so vital into the round as well, but Arch getting overpowered makes it even easier for the side of exceL right now that have site control. They can get the bomb planted. The retake's going to be awkward as they're just getting punished, slapped, forced to retreat, has to run out of there.
10-14, potentially looking doable. What's the money looking like, Keita? So, they won 7 in a row. Some players at 14,000. Constant drops though. Close round, 2 versus 2s. 1 versus 2s. And now, the money is fairly low. Do they go for the force buy? exceL winning 2 in a row. I believe they should eco this one, though. Slap going to be saving the M4 here. Should be anyway. Saves that M4 over into the next round. 10-14. Try and get aggressive. Maybe get a flashbang up towards upper B. Try and make it 5 versus 4 and play off the numbers. If they can't do that, just take the round on the chin. Make it 14-11. And you've still got yourself, what, 3 potential buy-around chances to close it out, 16-2. Whatever exceL may be at.
Prophecy into this one. Just going to go for the light pistol buy. They have armor as well. 2 CZs, 2 P250s.
Yep.
I wouldn't actually count them out in some of those angles. I mean, Quicks, if we see that control towards Popdog, could be huge.
What's important as well is Collar on the PT50. Going to be saving up for the AWP. He's been so dominant with so far into this map. Slap there. With the M4 gets aggressive. I mentioned he should show some aggression. Try and find an early frag. The entry for his team And then from there, they can try to play off the numbers. Kala here baiting for Arch towards the electric box. Lost with the AWP. Trying to see if he can find the frag there towards the alley players, but instead they are playing nice and passive. They're waiting for exceL to make the mistake to push into the crosshair, potentially their stack. Bomb towards Popdog, and they push it towards teammate.
Boaster gets the opening frag, takes the head clean off of Quicks, but there's the response from Kali, takes him down, and is going to grab that AK to play with. Arch, they clear the angle, nearly finds a frag with Dansky barely staying alive. Green around the gills, he's left on 2 HP, limping away from Ivy, but Kolor comes into effect as well. The rifles they scavenge are so critical of the round as he rips his way for everyone. Such confusion on the faces of the players in exceL.
Look how dumbfounded Lazar was there. Had no idea the flank was coming in from behind, and now Prophecy have the advantage. Connor on 11 HP. We've seen him step up so far on the T side. Really, one of the only people able to fire back and win duels versus the Prophecy lineup. He's so disadvantaged though. Smoke, Molotov, bomb, 11 HP, 40 seconds on the clock. Colo, P250, no armor. Somehow, some way, found himself 2 frags. Star of the show along with Quicks as well. It's gonna be Slap as well, joining Colo with the aforementioned AWP.
Slap's making a lot of noise here, though, just going up and down the ladder. Connor will spot him out. Slap's seen him. Oh, this is awkward. Charges, gets himself on the high ground. Slap's seen a little bit disorientated about the location. Connor just firing off those pot shots. Knows he has to try and get that bomb planted soon. It's not...
One bullet will take him down, though. Goes for the ladder shot. Does for Connor, and the 1v1 bomb is planted. Collar's the AWP, though. Is he going to use it? He has no armor. One body shot could be the win here for exceL. And actually, they go past each other through the smoke, though. Collar will find that frag. A 3K for him. Brilliant play there. Hear the screaming from the players in the background.
Ric Flair's in the studio.
Exactly that. I mean, what Slap did there was so good. He was playing for information. He spots out Con. He bought so much time for that rotation to come in. It's what allowed such an easy trade frag there from Colo, as he was so close because his teammate bought him so much time. 15-10. Match point now for Prophecy. Buy though, let's see. Connor, lucky utility, but apart from that, it's going to be a strong buy. AWP onto Lazar. AK's full set of utility across the board. On the flip side as well, AWP onto Colo once again. Lazar here, trying to see if he can win this game of chess in the AWP versus AWP duel, but unfortunately for him, no one really facing towards his AWP just yet. Passive plays here towards the B site as we see Arch and Slap here. Once again, 2-3 setup from that CT side. Connor playing aggressive, trying to find that first frag and information towards team main. Slap here as well, peeks out maybe. Might get the drop on Connor here.
Holding the angle. Connor will bait him in. Now he can try and hold. If Slap plays into his hands, would have been able to get the frag, but he plays it smart. Backs off, and he's just going to hold from the site.
Exactly, doesn't get overzealous there, has the information. Spots Connor out, just Connor there. Doesn't see the bomb, doesn't see anything out, doesn't see any other players on this T side, but it's looking like it will be the B site execute here from exceL. They have the mollies, the smokes, smoke off towards lower ramp, smoke off between the trains, get the bomb down, push towards the back line. It's so important on your T side, on the B bomb side, to have control of connector. If you don't have control of connector, you can't cut off those rotations from the CT side. They can just mow you down and AWP you from far away.
Getting themselves ready now. The B play seemed like that large dist attempt, Snods. This is where it all comes down to.
Do they have a smoke on this B site again? They have 2 mollies, 30 seconds left. The smoke, sorry, come down. The mollies now from the CT side, they're out. They should stunt the push here.
Let's see though, Connor kicks it off, but the Molotovs are coming in massively. They can't push through it. They're getting too low as well. Boaster only on 4 HP. They have dropped the bomb as well, just at the bottom of ramp. This is awkward. They have to commit to it when they take their push through. Slap actually gets beaten, but Quicks is too powerful. 9 seconds left on the clock. This looks like it is going to be the end. The penultimate round being claimed by Prophecy, you'd imagine. Jacob finds one, but it isn't enough. Prophecy pick it up. They absolutely dominate here against exceL, and they take the 2-0.
Extremely weak T-side there from exceL. Only managed to pick up 2 rounds from an 8-7 scoreline on the CT side. It's a complete flip from what we saw in Mirage.